Good morning, students. Today I am going to start another important topic, monotonicity of a function. So, in this chapter, we will learn the behavior of the function. In this chapter, we will learn the behavior of the function by using monotonicity. By using monotonicity, we can find the nature of the function. In this chapter, nature of the function means what interval the function is increases and what interval the function will decreases. So by using the derivative, we can find the nature of the function. For example, let the function f of x is taken as e power x, and another function f of x is taken as sin x. Okay, so f of x is e power x. Its domain is all real numbers. So you know what is this graph? This is the graph of e power x. By observing graph, you can conclude that the function is increasing its domain. Okay. For example, this is x1, this is x2. If x1 is one input, its output is f of x1 for the function. That is e power x1. x2 is one input, its output is x2. Say that is f of x2 or e power x2. Observe that here x1 is lesser than x2. What is implying? F of x1 is lesser than f of x2. F of x1 is lesser than f of x2. Means that this function is increasing. So by simply seeing this graph, we can conclude that the function f of x e power x or e power x function is increasing function. You see the function sin x function. Do you know that sin x function, its domain also all real numbers? So this is the graph of sine function. This is 0, this is pi by 2, here pi, 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus pi, like that. So observe here, if your values of x is taken from minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, the function is increasing. The values of x is taken as pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, the function is decreasing. Again increasing, again decreasing, increasing, decreasing. Some interval the function is increasing and some interval the function is decreasing. But here what happened? Throughout its domain, function is increasing. Okay, monotonic functions. Mono means single, a function having single nature. For example, this function is called monotonic function because throughout its domain it is increasing. This function is called non-monotonic function because some interval it is decreasing, some intervals it is increasing. So by using differentiation, we want to find the nature of the function. What interval it is increases and what interval decreases. Yeah, without using differentiation, I concluded that e power x is an increasing function because e power x is a simple function. I can write this graph by you observing the graph only you can conclude that the function is increasing function. So sin x also, sin function also simple function only. We can write this graph. By observing the graph, we can conclude that the function is some intervals increasing, some interval decreasing. For example, a function is given like this: f of x equal to sin inverse of log of tan x is given. We want to know its nature. We want to know its behavior. Means what? What interval it increases, what interval decreases should find. So one of the ways you need to draw a graph of this function. If you know the graph, then easily you can say its nature. But very difficult to draw the graph of sin inverse of log of tan x. Okay, that's why by using differentiation concept, you can find the nature of such functions also. Monotonicity without using dy by dx. Yeah, this is the first part. Finding monotonicity without using dy by dx. This first part. Finding monotonicity of function at a point and finding monotonicity of function at an interval. First of all, you need to complete first part. Okay. How to find the monotonicity of a function at a particular point? Through example, I will explain. For example, y is equal f of x is a function. So at x is equal to a, at this point we want to find the monotonicity of this function. The function is increasing or not at x equal to a, where a is a point in its domain. For example, this is the graph of y equal to f of x. That is the graph of y is equal to f of x. Okay, so let this is x equal to a. At this point, we want to find the nature of the function. Means equal to a, the function is increasing or decreasing, we need to conclude. By observing, we can say that the function is increasing at x equal to a. But how to write algebraical conditions? Okay, Nana. Take 2 points on x-axis. One is right hand side of the a, another is left side of a. Right hand side of point is taken as a plus h. This is a minus h. So with h is a small positive quantity. H is a small positive quantity. Means what is the meaning of a plus h? A plus h means this point is just right neighborhood of a. Just right neighborhood of a. A minus h means this point is just left neighborhood of a. Okay. So this is a minus h. So the a plus h. If x is a plus h, the corresponding output is the corresponding y value is f of a plus h. So this is a minus h, corresponding output is f of a minus h. This is f of a. Observe these three here. Observe these three here. F of a minus h is lesser than f of a is less than f of a plus h. Means that f of a minus h is lesser than f of a is lesser than f of a plus h. Then we can conclude that at x equal to a, function is increasing. Understood? At x equal to a, we want to check the nature of the function. What should do? We need to find f of a first. Next, we want to find f of a minus. Next, we want to find f of a plus h. If you get this relation, f of a greater than f of a minus h, f of a plus greater than f of a, then we conclude that at particular point the function is increasing. Increasing. Strictly increasing. Okay, increasing different from strictly increasing. Increasing, monotonic increase. Okay, for example, the function is given like this. Observe here. Graph is given like this. This is x equal to a. This is x minus a minus h. This is here a plus h. Here what happened? F of a minus h is lesser than f of a. And f of a equal to f of a plus h, equal to, because graph is flat. That's why here what you can say, the function is increasing. Here to here the function is, you can say, increasing. Here to here you can say that the function is increasing. Yet here to here you can say the function is strictly increasing. Strictly increasing, increasing. Means what happened? F of a minus h is less than f of a is less than f of a plus h. Then you can conclude that at x equal to a, function is strictly increasing. Or f of a minus h is less than f of a lesser than or equal to f of a plus h, or here lesser than or equal to. Then you can say that the function is increasing function. Here you can't say strictly increasing function. In this case, you can say that function is increasing function. So in this way, you can conclude that at x equal to a, this function is strictly increasing function. At x equal to a, this function is increasing function. Similarly, you can check the function is decreasing or not at a particular point. For example, the function is given. At x equal to a, you want to check its monotonicity. By observing the graph only, you can conclude that the function is decreasing at the particular point. So we need to take two more points, which are, one is right neighborhood of a and one is left neighborhood of a. This is a plus h. This is a minus h. The corresponding value is f of a plus h is here. F of a minus h is here. So this is f of a. Observe this. What happened here? F of a minus h is greater than. F of a is greater than f of a plus h. What happened here? F of a minus h is greater than f of a is greater than f of a plus h. So in this case, we can conclude that at x equal to a, function is strictly decreasing. Strictly decreasing. Anywhere you got equality, then you can say that function is decreasing. Just like the graph of the function is given like this. For example, we can say that at the particular point of x equal to a, function is decreasing. So here strictly decreasing. Okay, increasing and decreasing. So finding the monotonicity of function without using differentiation. On that first case, finding the monotonicity of function at a particular point. Finding monotonicity of a function without using differentiation. On that first part, finding monotonicity of function at a particular point. The discussion completed already. F of x equal to y is a function. We want to check its monotonicity at a. What is conclusion? F of a minus h is less than f of a less than f of a plus h. Or sometimes you can write like this also. F of a minus is less than f of a is less than f of a plus. In this case, you can conclude that the function is strictly increasing at x equal to a. Okay. If you got like this, f of a minus h is lesser than or equal to f of a less than f of a plus h, or here also equality, then you can conclude that the function is increasing, not strictly increasing function at x equal to a. Simply for decreases, f of a minus h only greater than f of a only greater than f of a plus h, then you can say that at x equal to a, the function is strictly decreasing function. Or this also written as f of a minus is greater than f of a greater than f of a plus h. Okay, anywhere you got equality, for example here or there or in both the places, then you can say that the function is decreasing, not strictly decreasing. In first case, we observed how to find the monotonicity of a function at a point without using differentiation. Now I will explain how to find the monotonicity of function at an interval without using differentiation. For example, y is equal to f of x is a real valued function. Now we want to check its monotonicity in the interval I. If x1 lesser than x2 implies or double implies f of x1 lesser than f of x2 for every x1 comma x2 belongs to I, for every point in this interval satisfies this condition, you can say that the function is strictly increasing function. You can say that this function is strictly increasing function in this interval. We want to check the monotonicity of function in an interval. So we want to use the concept of checking of monotonicity at a particular point. So take any 2 points in the interval, say x1 comma x2. If x1 lesser than x2 implies f of x1 lesser than f of x2 for every x1 comma x2 belongs to I, then you can say that given function is increasing function, or simply you can say strictly increasing function in that interval. Somewhere, for example here equality, you got equality, x1 lesser than x2, w plus f of x1 lesser than or equal to f of x2, means your graph will be like this. Checking. So what happened? It is increasing. Here x1, here x2. Okay, or take here x1, here x2. F of x1 is less than x2. But f of x1 and f of both are same, because the graph of the function is plotted at a particular interval. What you can say here? You can say the function is increasing, not strictly increasing. Means x1 lesser than x2, w implies f of x1 lesser than or equal to f of x2, then you can conclude that given function is increasing in that particular interval. If you got only lesser, then you consider strictly increasing in that interval. Similarly, if y is equal to f of x is a function, we want to check that its monotonicity in the interval I. If x1 lesser than x2, double implies f of x1 greater than f of x2. x1 less than x2, f of x1 greater than f of x2 for every x1 comma x2 belongs to I, then you can say that the function strictly decreases in the interval I. Somewhere you got equality, you can say that function decreases in that interval. Friends, now final conclusion. Finding monotonous of function without using differentiation. So monotonicity of a function at a point. Monotonicity of function at an interval. A function is said to be monotonically increases at x equal to a if f of x is satisfies f of a plus h lesser than f of a less than f of a plus h for a small positive real number h. If anywhere you got inequality, then you can say that is increasing. Otherwise, you can say strictly increasing. A function is said to be strictly decreases at x equal to a if f of x satisfies f of a minus h greater than f of a greater than f of a plus h, where h is a small positive real number. If anywhere you got equality, then you can say that the function is decreasing at a particular point. Monotonicity at an interval. No interval checking. In an interval, we want to check every point. At every point, it is increasing. You can say that in the total interval, the function is increasing. At every point, the function is decreasing. You can say that the function is decreasing that interval. Okay, the function f is said to be strictly increasing on I if x1 less than x2 implies f of x1 less than f of x2 for every x1 comma x2 belongs to I. Next one. The function f is said to be strictly decreasing on I. x1 less than x2 implies f of x1 greater than f of x2 for every x1 comma x2 belongs to I. This greater is sometimes here greater than or equal to, and that time you can say that is decreasing, not strictly decreasing. Here also, if x1 less than x2 implies f of x1 lesser than or equal to f of x2, then you can say that the function is increasing, not strictly increasing, just increasing. This is the conclusion. Here example 1. You want to check the monotonicity of this function at x equal to a. Here what is observation? F of a minus is less than f of a equal to f of a plus. Means increasing function. At x equal to it is increasing. Okay, here what happened? F of a minus is less than f of a is less than f of a plus. Observe. So what happened at x equal to a, f is strictly increasing. Example 3 is interesting. We want to find the monotonicity at x equal to a. So this is a minus h, this is a plus h. F of a minus, this value is greater than f of a. F of a plus h, this is also greater than f of a. A plus h or a plus, you can write, that is not a problem. F of a plus h. What happened in this case? You can say that at x equal to a, function is neither increasing nor decreasing. At x equal to a, f is neither increasing nor decreasing. That's why you need to write. This is important. Note. Okay, f of a minus is greater than, f of a is less than f of a plus, or f of a minus less than f of a is greater than f of a plus, that also right. F of a minus less than f of a greater than f of a plus. In this case, f is neither increasing nor decreasing at x equal to a. Important note. So this is the concept, finding monotonicity without using differentiation at a point at an interval. Yeah, actual important situation, monotonicity of function by using differentiation. Okay, here also two parts are there. Checking monotonicity of function by using differentiation at point and at an interval. First of all, I will complete how to find the monotonicity of function at an interval first. See here, y is equal f of x is a real valid function which is differentiable on the interval a to b, on the open interval a to b. Assume that this function is differentiable on this interval a to b. In this interval, I want to check the monotonicity of this function. Okay, by using dy by dx. For example, the graph of this function is like this. Assume that this function is increasing function actually. Important. A, B. This is the graph of this function. Actually, it is increasing function in the open interval a to b. But we want to conclude by using differentiation. Interesting. See, between a to b, take a point, say x1. Okay. So this point becomes x1 comma f of x1. At that point, draw a tangent to the graph or to the function, because already we concluded that the function is differentiable in the open interval a to b. Means you can draw unique tangents in between any point in between a to b. At x1, a tangent is drawn. Okay, observe here, the slope of the tangent is positive because the inclination of that line is acute. That way, slope of this tangent is positive at this point. Or in other words, you can say that slope of the curve at that point is positive. Means dy by dx at x1 is greater than 0. Take one more point in between a and b. At that point also draw a tangent. Observe that the tangent also having positive slope only. The tangent also make acute angle with the positive, with the x-axis in positive direction. So what happened? dy by dx at x2 also greater than 0 only. Means that take any point in between a to b excluding a and b. At all those points, your dy by dx is greater than 0 only. Means that we want to check the monotonicity of the function f of x on this interval at every point in between a to b. If f dash of x is greater than 0, then you can conclude that in this interval function is strictly increasing. Understand? Strictly increasing. F of in every point in between a to b, if f dash of x greater than 0 means first derivative greater than 0, then you conclude that at those points or at that interval given function is increasing, or simply I can say strictly increasing. Yeah, consider another case. Actually, this decreasing function in the interval a to b, it is decreasing. Now we want to decide it is decreasing in the interval a to b by using differentiation. Take any point x1 in between a to b. This point becomes x1 comma f of x1. At that point, draw tangent to the curve. The tangent slope is negative because the inclination of the line is obtuse. Slope of this tangent is negative. Means what is the meaning? dy by dx at x1 is less than 0. Take one more point. You get same conclusion. Take any point in between a to b. At those points, if you draw tangents, all tangents will give negative slopes. Means dy by dx less than 0 for every x belongs to open interval a to b. Now we can say that in this interval the given function is decreasing. Observe. Final conclusion. we want to find the monotonicity of the function y is equal to f of x in this interval a to b, in the open interval a to b. Okay, find the first derivative of the function f dash of x. Now we want to find sine of f dash of x. Every point in between a to b, if f dash of x greater than 0, then we can conclude that f of a given function is increasing function in the interval a to b. If at every point in between a to b, if f dash of x gives lesser symbol, then you can say that the function decreasing in that interval, or another words, strictly decreasing in that interval. Sometimes you will get f dash of x greater than or equal to 0, then you can say that the function is increasing in that interval. Sometimes you get f dash of x lesser than or equal to 0, because in that interval you can say that the function is decreasing, strictly decreasing, increasing, strictly increasing. So this is the concept of monotonicity of the function by using dy by dx. Okay students, now I want to explain what is the working rule to check the monotonicity of function in an interval. So y is equal to f of x is a differentiable function in this interval a to b. First of all, find the first derivative of the given function. Now apply sign scheme for f dash of x in this interval. Apply sign scheme for f dash of x in this interval. Some values of x, f dash of x greater than 0. And those values of x, the function is increases. Some values of x in between a to b, the function f dash of x is negative. For those values of x, the function is decreasing. Now I want to explain through one best example. F of x is given as x square minus 5x plus 6. We want to find what interval this function is increasing and what interval the function is decreasing. It's simple quadratic expression now. X square minus 5x plus 6. X square minus 2 into x into 5 by 2 plus 20 by 4 minus 25 by 4 plus 6. This is x minus 5 by 2 whole square minus 1 by 4. Okay. So by using that, we can draw the graph of this function. Parabolic. So this is y-axis. Okay, the zeros of this polynomial is 2, 3. Means x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to y intersect the x-axis at the point 2, 0 and 3, 0 only. Understood? So this is called vertex of the parabola, turning point. So what happened here? So 5 by 2, this point is 5 by 2, comma, minus 1 by 4. Okay, so automatically this point is 5 by 2, comma, 0. Observe here. This is the graph of x square minus 5x plus 6. So if you take these values of x, for all these values of x, function is decreasing. Observe here x corresponding y here x corresponding. X is increased but y decreased. So what happened? If the values from minus infinity to 5 by 2 open interval, the function is decreasing. See, decreasing. After this point only, again increasing. Means what happened? If the values of x greater than 5 by 2, the function is increasing. Means what happened? 5 by 2, open 5 by 2 to infinity, the function is increasing. In this interval, the function is decreasing. So 5 by 2 is interesting point. At 5 by 2, function is neither increasing nor decreasing. 5 by 2 decreasing, 5 by 2 infinity to increasing. By using differentiation concept, how to solve this problem? Okay, just now explain concept. First derivative function is greater than 0 in open interval a comma b. You can say that the function is strictly increasing in this interval. F dash of x is less than 0 in open interval a comma b, then you can say that that function decreasing in that interval. Means that f dash of x should find f of x is given as x square minus 5x plus 6. You want to find f dash of x. First derivative f dash of x equal to 2x minus 5. Now we want to find a sign for f dash of x. Now you want to apply sign scheme for f dash of x. Understood? So sign scheme for f dash of x is f dash of x is 2x minus 5. We want to apply sign scheme for 2x minus 5. 2x minus 5, 0 is 5 by 2. Okay, 5 by 2 plus values, that expression is positive, this expression is positive. 5 by 2 below values, expression is negative. Means f dash of x is positive for all these values. F dash of x is negative for all these values. According to this explanation, if your x is greater than 5 by 2, f dash of greater than 0, function is increasing. Therefore, x belongs to open 5 by 2 to infinity. So, f is increasing. X belongs to minus infinity 5 by 2 open, then f is decreasing. Okay, by using differentiation concept, we can find the nature of the function. Means what interval it is increases and what interval it decreases. Important thing is the function given. We want to find first derivative. After finding first derivative, we will apply sign scheme for that first derivative function. Some interval f dash of x is positive, some interval f dash of x is negative. So what interval f dash of x is positive? That interval it is said to be increasing. What interval is f dash of negative? That interval is decreasing. Sometimes f dash of x equal to 0. At that point the function is neither increasing nor decreasing. At this point. At this point function neither increasing nor decreasing. Understood or not? Here f dash of x failed. Such points f dash of x equal to 0. Such points are critical points. By using this critical point only, we applied sign scheme. That's why such points are called critical points. By using critical points only, you can find the sign scheme. Okay, definition of critical points for a function f of x. For this function, definition of critical points. Okay, for what values of x? F dash of x equal to 0 or f dash of x is not defined. F dash of x is 0 or f dash of x not defined. Such values are called critical points of given function. Means if f of x is given, we want to apply monotonicity for f of x. So find first derivative. Okay, so first derivative, after finding first derivative, try to find critical points. By using critical point, you can apply the sign scheme for that. By using sign scheme, you can conclude that what interval the function is increases and what interval the function is decreases. Students, critical point of a function f of x. For y is equal to f of x, there exists a x such that f dash of x equal to 0 or f dash of x is not defined. Such x is called critical point. For a function, one or more than one critical point exists. Based on critical point only, you can apply sign scheme for f dash of x. By using that sign scheme only, you can know the nature of f of x. One example problem. Find the interval in which the function defined by f of x equal to 2x cube minus 3x square minus 36x plus 7 is strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. First of all, find write f of x. 2x cube minus 3x square minus 36x plus 7. Just now concept completed. We need to find f dash of x first. That is 6x square minus 6x minus 36. Next, we want to find critical point for f of x. Critical point means the values of x where f dash of x 0 or f dash of x not defined. Actually, I am taking here 6 common. X square minus x minus 6. What values of x? X square minus x minus 6 equal to 0. Those are called critical points. Based on critical point only, you can conclude the nature of the function. So, this is 6 times of, this is x minus 3 into x plus 2. Then f dash of x equal to 0 means x equal to 3 and x equal to 2. So, f dash of x equal to 0 implies x equal to 3 or minus 2. So, these two are the critical points. By using these two critical points only, I want to find the sign scheme for f dash of x. So here This is the number line -2 and 3. Now the number line divided by 3 pieces, 3 to infinity, minus infinity to -2, 2 to 3. Okay, at what interval f dash of x greater than 0, at what interval f dash of x less than 0? Simple sign scheme, right hand side of 3 should be read plus, here minus because x minus 3 degrees odd, here plus because x plus 2 linear function having odd degree. So what do you want? So x is 3 or more than 3, f dash of is greater than 0 means it is increasing function. Minus into -2 also increasing function. Okay, f is strictly increase in what interval? Minus infinity to -2 union 3 to infinity. In this interval, it is strictly increases. F is strictly decreases in open -2 to 3. Okay, so in this interval, the function strictly decreases. In this interval, the function strictly increases.